Have you been feeling angry, on edge, overwhelmed by thoughts, stressed out, anxious, fearful? Well, you are not alone. Most people are. So, welcome and let's figure this out together, how to stay calm in every situation. My name is Christine Mangi, a counseling psychologist here at All Smiles Therapy Center, also a training institute. And welcome again to our channel. Today we're going to be looking at how to stay calm in every situation. But let's ask ourselves, am I feeling calm? Am I always feeling calm? Do I get edgy? Am I thrown off by emotions at some times? As we navigate life, in our daily settings, at work, in our relationships, even when we are parenting, with ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, do these emotions always go uncontrolled? Are we able to control them? Emotions like anger, sadness, frustration, feeling just overwhelmed by life situations. How do we control that? Now we do know that 90% of what happens to us is within our control. 10% is not within our control, and that we do accept and recognize. So how do I take advantage of this 90% that I can be able to control? Emotions are responses to feelings on situations, people, how we feel about life in itself. Yeah, those emotions of anger, sadness, like I said, how do we control that? Are they within our control? Well, the good news is we can actually control how we choose our emotions, how we choose to react, how we choose to feel, how we choose to interpret situations, how we choose to interpret our world. So let's figure out on how can we stay calm. Why is it important to stay calm? Because when we get stressed out and we are overwhelmed, we sometimes very unconsciously project it to people that we love, people that we are working with, our children also. We could be projecting these feelings, these emotions that are out of control to others. And it does make our lives even more difficult, more unbearable, more stressful. So let's recognize our stresses. What is stressing me? Is it something that I can be able to change? If yes, how can I change it? What can I do? When can I change it? How can I make it better for me? If it's something that I cannot be able to change, what do I do with it? Yes, if I can't change it, why should I try to change it? Why should I be carrying it? Why should it be a part of my worries? So how do we stay calm? Now we have had this word, and I'm going to repeat it, mindfulness. And you ask yourself, why do everybody keep mentioning mindfulness? What is this mindfulness about? My question to you is, have you ever tried doing some mindfulness? That is why you may not be able to understand it. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is just being aware of the moment, being awake, being alert, being in your moment. This can mean you being aware of how you're feeling. Am I happy? Am I sad? How am I feeling at this particular moment? Being aware can also be mindful of your environment. Is it cold? Is it hot? Am I freezing? Am I okay? Mindfulness can also be about your own physical strength. Where am I feeling the pain? Where am I feeling the stress? Is it in my head? Is it in my body? Which part of my body is feeling stressed out? Just being mindful about everything. Even when you're eating, do you feel, do you know, are you mindful about the food that you're eating? Do you know its texture? Can you feel its aroma? Sometimes we eat and we are multitasking. That is, we are not mindful about what we are eating. And that is causing overeating and other stresses. So, how do we stay calm while meditating or being mindful? Walk in the nature, go and hear the sounds of the birds, go and feel the wind blowing on your face. Go and see how you're walking. Count your steps. Be mindful about this, the ambience, the nature, the trees, the flowers, the grass, the soil that you're walking on. All this is being mindful of being yourself. So yes, mindfulness is a technique that makes us feel calm. Mindfulness is a technique that keeps us calm. So it is good to practice. Now, when you're practicing mindfulness, be patient with yourself. Do not rush it. Start one day at a time. But you know that one day is not enough for you to know whether the mindfulness is working. 2 days is not enough. So if we are talking about a whole week of you trying out this mindfulness exercise, then you will be able to tell, is it working, is it not? So we have to be very intentional in our mindfulness. Remember, it is our choice. You have the choice to be overwhelmed and you have the choice to be calm. So which one do you choose? The other thing we do is being self-aware. Being self-aware is you knowing, what do I like? What don't I like? What makes me happy? What doesn't make me happy? What should I entertain in my life? What shouldn't I entertain in my life? Making sure that you know your boundaries. Who am I letting in too much to cause me worry and sadness and all these other emotions? Am I locking somebody out who is supposed to make me feel better? What kind of boundaries have I built around myself that could be causing me to be overwhelmed? So let us be mindful about our boundaries also. The other thing we can try and do is exercising. You have been told about exercising now and then. You have actually watched people exercise and you're thinking, probably this is not for me. This is for a certain group of people. But unfortunately, it's for everybody. You too can begin an exercise regime. And it doesn't have to be going to the gym. No, you can do it right in your house, on your bed, stretches, just very minimal exercising, and then see how it feels. But you cannot say that exercise doesn't work because you haven't tried it. You have to try it so that you can know that it works. Implementation is the key. The other thing is healthy diets. What are we eating? What is on our plate? Yeah? Am I eating well? Am I eating to build my body or to destroy my body? Well, the other way to stay calm is just to avoid substance, alcohol, drugs, and other things that change our mood, because we know they do interfere with our moods and that can make us feel overwhelmed. And then how do we stay calm in those kind of moods that are not within our control? Because they're being controlled by substances. Yes, we cannot be in control if they're being controlled by substances. Now, how well do you sleep? Ask yourself, am I sleeping well? An average adult person is supposed to sleep a maximum of 8 hours. Do I make the 8 hours? Do I sleep well? Do I have a comfortable bed? Do I love my bed? Do I love my ambience? How do you sleep? Sleep is very important, and it's good to know that if you don't sleep well, you will not be calm, and you're going to be irritable, and you're going to be stressed out, and you're going to feel like the world is on your shoulders. Now, we have a choice to sleep. Set a time to sleep well. Do sleep hygiene. Sleep at the same time every day. Wake up at the same time every day, making sure that you have quality sleep, because it is important to you. The other thing is stress management. How do you manage your stress? Because everything that happens to us, we get to choose how to interpret it, how to react to it. So, what is stressing you? Is it work? Is it your relationships? Is it parenting? What exactly is it? Now, this is where we come in, because we are all about mental wellness. Come and let's figure it out together. Where is my stress coming from, and how can I stay calm in every situation? So we see you next in our next episode, where we get to learn more, because at All Smiles Therapy Center, we are all about your mental health. Stay tuned and thank you.